Hello everyone, this is my next lecture on real analysis, lecture 8. In this lecture, I will discuss the topic Cauchy's integral test. So the statement for Cauchy's integral test is, if ux is a non-negative decreasing integrable function such that u bracket n is equal to un for all positive integral values of n, then summation n equal to 1 to infinity un is convergent if and only if the infinite integration 1 to infinity ux dx is convergent. So come to the proof of this theorem. Since ux is monotonically decreasing function, by the definition of monotonic decreasing function, we have un plus 1 is less equal to ux is less equal to un, where n plus 1 is greater equal to x is greater equal to n. Again, since ux is non-negative and integrable, we can integrate it within a limit. So we have integration limit n to n plus 1 un plus 1 dx is less equal to integration n to n plus 1 ux dx is less equal to integration n to n plus 1 un dx. Now simplifying this, un plus 1 is constant, so taking it out, un plus 1 integration n to n plus 1 dx is less equal to integration n to n plus 1 ux dx is less equal to un. This is also constant, so we take it out from the integration sign. Un integration n to n plus 1 dx. Now simplifying integration n to n plus 1 dx, this term, we will get x, and putting limit we will get n plus 1 minus n, so we are left with 1. So we can just write un plus 1 is less equal to integration n to n plus 1 ux dx is less equal to un. Here also integration n to n plus 1 dx, after simplification we will get 1. So again, as u bracket n is equal to un, so u bracket n plus 1 can be written as just un plus 1 is less equal to integration n to n plus 1 ux dx is less equal to u bracket n is simply written as un. Take it as equation 1. Now substituting 1, 2, 3 up to n plus 1 successively for n in equation 1 and adding, we get, just take this part. If we put n is equal to 1, we will get u2. Then if we put n is equal to 2, we will get u3. If we put n is equal to n plus 1, we will get un. So putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n minus 1 successively in equation 1, un plus 1 is converted into u2 plus u3 plus plus un. Similarly, this term, by putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3 successively, we will get integration 1 to 2 ux dx plus integration 2 to 3 ux dx plus up to n minus 1 to n ux dx, and un becomes u1 plus u2 plus plus un minus 1. Now we know that Sn is equal to u1 plus u2 plus plus un. So this term u2 plus u3 plus dot 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 plus un can be written as Sn minus u1 by properties of integration. Integration 1 to 2 ux dx plus integration 2 to 3 ux dx plus dot 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 plus integration n minus 1 to n ux dx can be written as integration 1 to n ux dx. And this term by using Sn can be written as Sn minus un. Take it as equation 2. Thus, from equation 2, we conclude that for all small n belongs to capital N, Sn is less equal to u1 plus integration 1 to n ux dx. Just taking first two terms of the series, that means these two terms, we will get Sn is equal to u1 plus integration 1 to n ux dx. Similarly, from the next two terms, that is from taking these two terms, we will get Sn is greater equal to un plus integration 1 to n ux dx. Or from here we can write Sn is greater than integration 1 to n ux dx. Take it as equation 4, and as the series is series of positive terms, un is greater equal to 0, so we will get this term. Now come to the if part. Suppose that the infinite series summation n is equal to 1 to infinity un is convergent, then we have to show that integration 1 to infinity ux dx is convergent. So by the definition of convergent series, we know that the terms of the series summation un being all positive, the sequence curly bracket Sn of its partial sum is bounded above. That is, there exists a number k such that Sn is less equal to k for all small n belongs to capital N. Also, from equation 4, we have Sn is greater than integration 1 to n ux dx. So, combining this and the above term, this we can write integration 1 to n ux dx is less equal to k. That means integration 1 to n ux dx is bounded above, and hence the infinite integral integration 1 to infinity ux dx is convergent. Now only if part. Here we suppose that the infinite integral 1 to infinity ux dx is convergent. Then we have to prove that summation un is convergent. Now since integration 1 to infinity ux dx is convergent, so there exists a number k dash such that integration 1 to n ux dx is less equal to k dash for all small n belongs to capital N. So from equation 3, we can write Sn is less equal to u1 plus integral 1 to n ux dx. This implies Sn is less equal to u1 plus k dash. That means the sequence Sn is bounded above, and so it is convergent. And if Sn is convergent, then summation un is convergent. This is for this lecture. In the next lecture, I will start the new chapter, alternating series.